Revolutionary Road. Rated R.
More people prefer the delicious taste of Progresso chicken noodle over Campbell Select Harvest. See for yourself. Go to ProgressoTasteChallenge.com for $3 in coupons. Progresso, what a soup should be.
Monday, Jesse has a mischievous plan to send the girls to Sin City. But if he finds out they didn't stick to the plan,
the man chased us to Vegas.
there'll be hell to pay on an all-new diatribe. Monday at 10 on Lifetime.
For many with arthritis pain, not treating is not an option. All prescription NSAID pain relievers like Celebrex, ibuprofen, and naproxen help treat arthritis pain and have some of the same warnings. But since individual results may vary, having options is important. Prescription Celebrex has been the option for millions of patients for 10 straight years. Just one 200 milligram Celebrex can provide dependable 24-hour relief for many with arthritis pain, stiffness, and inflammation. Based on the available data, the FDA stated that for certain patients, Celebrex's benefits outweigh the risks. If you're worried about stomach upset, you should know. In clinical studies, a lower percentage of patients taking Celebrex reported stomach discomfort versus prescription ibuprofen and naproxen. And if you are taking low-dose aspirin for your heart and need an NSAID pain reliever, Celebrex can be used because it doesn't interfere with the effects of low-dose aspirin. But when it comes to relieving your arthritis pain, you and your doctor need to balance the benefits with the risks. The FDA requires all prescription NSAIDs, including Celebrex, ibuprofen, naproxen, and meloxicam, to have the same cardiovascular warning. They all may increase the chance of heart attack or stroke, which can lead to death. This chance increases if you have heart disease or risk factors for it, such as high blood pressure or when NSAIDs are taken for long periods. All prescription NSAIDs, including Celebrex, also increase the chance of serious skin reactions or stomach and intestine problems, such as bleeding and ulcers, which can occur without warning and may cause death. Patients also taking aspirin and the elderly are at increased risk for stomach bleeding and ulcers. Do not take Celebrex if you're allergic to aspirin or sulfonamides. Ask your doctor if you could benefit from Celebrex. Understand the risks, feel the benefits.
Pepto-Bismol, nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
I want to know if we're covered. My friend is having a cherry overload.
What's been ingested?
Cherry pie, cherry dog.
Sounds like he needs more cherry.
What?
Cherry Pepto. It's our fantastic tasting coverage. Cherry Pepto-Bismol. Yep, you're covered.
Now back to the red carpet premiere movie, Prayers for Bobby, only on Lifetime.
Well, I think we got a pretty good one. And it's nice and full. A couple of bald spots, kind of like your dear old dad.
Or grandma. Yeah. Mom, can we hang this one on the tree?
Sure. I remember when he made this. Second grade, Mrs. Tome's class, I think. He was so proud of himself. Where do you want to put it?
Up high, so he can look out.
Hey, they work.
I'm gonna go check on the cookies.
I found the passage you talked about stoning to death, Deuteronomy 22. But what about Sodom and Gomorrah? God punished the sin of homosexuality. How do you explain that?
It's nice to see you too, Mary.
What's this for?
It's a rummage sale. Oh, gay people have rummage, too.
So, what about Sodom and Gomorrah?
Many scholars think the sin was greed and not homosexuality. And it wasn't labeled homosexuality until years after it was written.
Do you have answers for all these things just to justify being that way?
Your answer is to justify that it's wrong. I guess we're at an impasse here.
So you think it's okay to interpret the Bible any way you want?
No, of course not. But the Bible was written and interpreted by mortal men. And many of those interpretations were reflections of the time in which they lived.
So you feel completely free to question it? Because I think it's blasphemous.
I don't think God minds questions. He might not be thrilled with all of our answers. I think blind faith is just as dangerous as none at all.
Well, I've never questioned my faith. I've never had reason to.
Sometimes to question it helps you find a deeper faith.
Bobby stopped coming here. I think the reason was he could never allow himself to feel worthy of God's love. And we didn't help.
Mary, have you ever heard about PFLAG? It's a national organization. It's parents and friends of lesbians and gays.
No, that's not for me.
It could help. You'd be able to see you're not so alone in this.
Bye, Reverend.
No. Now, there is a woman in Concord, Betty Lambert. You'll love her. She has a gay son in his 30s.
I just had a few questions. I don't need anything else.
Just in case.
Hope Hill's famous pocket fishermen. Over 2 million
It's
fishermen.
true. There's a passage that says if children are disobedient, they should be put to death. And I mean, no one interprets that literally.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying is, if the church no longer interprets that literally, maybe homosexuality is also on that list.
Maybe.
Well, don't you think that's important?
Mary, I wasn't all that keen on the first interpretation of the Bible.
Well, it could mean that Bobby's in heaven.
Yeah, well, he's not here, all right? Why isn't that enough for you?
Is it enough for you?
Does it make it any better, everything you're doing?
Well, what do you want me to do? Just forget about him? I can't do that. Maybe you can.
I don't want to forget about him, Mary. I want to remember him, and then I want to move on, but I can't. Nobody can.
Just walk away, you know, like you always do. You never deal with anything.
Oh, I see. Maybe if I did, Bobby would still be alive today. Is that what you're saying, Mary? Is that what you think? You can answer me? Listen, Mary, we both make mistakes. We all make mistakes, but it's done. He's gone. We're not gonna bring him back!
I know that! Don't you know I know that?
Mary, I'm Betty.
Hello.
Betty Lambert. I'm so glad you called.
Please come in.
Reverend Witzel told me what happened to Bobby. I can't imagine what it must feel like to lose a child like that. How long has it been?
6 months. 6 months. A few days.
Our son was 14 when he came out to us.
Isn't that a little young?
Oh. I knew before then. We mothers, we always know, don't we?
And you were okay with it?
Oh, God, no. I don't think any parent hears the news and thinks, oh, goody.
Yeah. Goody wasn't the first word that came to my mind.
Mary, why don't you come to a PFLAG meeting with me?
No, I'm not good at talking in groups.
So don't talk. No, just come and listen. I think you'll be shocked at how many people think they were the all-American family.
I'll think about it.
Eric was taunted at school all the time. Then he got beat up.
Mary, you came.
I can't stay long.
That's all right. Come on
I
in.
was so furious. I went to the principal. But he didn't do a thing to the boys who did it. I was shocked by that.
I called them fruits and fairies. I didn't know. It took me a long time to accept my Sam. I think I always knew. I mean, he asked for a pink Lacoste shirt for his birthday. He is always different. So he tells me he's gay. What do? I take him hunting. There he is in his pink Lacoste shirt. He saw a deer and yelled, "Run, Bambi, run." I always knew I could love my son. I never thought I could accept him for who he is.
Well, when Jill told me she was gay, I insisted she see a psychiatrist. But when that man suggested shock therapy, I looked at my baby and the hurt in her eyes, and I thought, this is crazy.
Oh, hello, Reverend. Please come sit down.
Hi, guys. Nice to see all of you here tonight.
As you may know, Reverend Witzel is pastor of the Metropolitan Community Church, and he's proposing a Gay Freedom Day to the Walnut Creek City Council.
The city council vote happens in about a month, and I would love all your support. Mary? Mary, what are you doing out here? You're so... Come inside.
I didn't know where else to go. I was sitting there listening to all their stories about how they always just knew their kid was different. And then I had this dream tonight. Bobby was a baby. My son was always different. His difference began at conception. I knew that. I felt it. I know now why God didn't heal Bobby. He didn't heal him because there was nothing wrong with him. I did this. I killed my son.
You did not kill your son. Bobby killed himself.
How can God forgive me? How can Bobby forgive me?
God has already done the forgiving. You have to forgive yourself.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
You're watching the red carpet premiere movie Prayers for Bobby, only on Lifetime.
Whatever you don't deal with now, you're gonna have to deal with later. You're about to age out of the system. Foster kids, when they turn 18, the state gives them a pat on the back and you're out on the street.
I couldn't take it anymore.
How long do I have to stay here?
All a kid needs is one person to hang on to.
It's okay.
Tell me you love me.
At some point, America, it's up to you.
America premieres Saturday, February 28th on Lifetime.
New Crest Pro Health Whitening helps reveal our teeth's natural whiteness by reducing up to 80% of surface stains, and also protects all these other areas dentists check most, so your smile is always at its best. New Crest Pro Health Whitening.
Pristine and perfect. Finish Jet Dry dishwasher cleaner used monthly cleans limescale and grease in hard-to-reach places to help maintain dishwasher performance. Jet Dry is now Finish Jet Dry, the diamond standard.
The #1 inspirational film in America is coming to DVD.
Every day has me adding a new concept to the way I treat her.
My advice is go all out.
I do not want to live the rest of my life without you.
Kirk Cameron, Fireproof, on DVD January 27, rated PG.
Everything on this everyday value menu is only $1.
I hear you,
Great
man.
deals, man. Junior Deluxe Burger, $1.
Chicken strip sandwich, $1.
Got the small tot for... Whoa.
Wow, this